Hello there, friends, and welcome back to more Bravely Default. Last time, we made it here to Eternia and met Edia's mother, Mazur Lee, who is currently under hospitable care for uncertain illness. Though, thanks to Eternia's incredibly potent white magic powered by the Earth Crystal itself, hopefully she'll be okay. But we also have our next plan of attack, as there are three ways of getting to Eternian Central Command, but I don't think any of these routes are going to be easy, as the Grand Marshal has definitely placed some traps for us. But before we decide where we're going to go and what we're going to do, right back here by the entrance to the Eternian Hospital is an elixir. There's also a rebuff locket next to Mazur, but I grabbed that off screen, and unfortunately I didn't grab footage of it. But trust me, it is there. The first thing I'm going to do before we set off is do a little bit of preparation. There's nothing here that I need to buy in Eternia just yet, but I am going to be swapping a job around. I'm going to be moving Idia over to Spell Fencer. We haven't had her on this job in a while, but I want to be able to get access to level 5 sword magic, which requires being job level 9. So I will be utilizing this for a little bit. Hopefully not too much, as job level 9 isn't too difficult to grab. I'm also going to be removing katana lore and equipping two-handed. That way, she can access the flame tongue. There we go. Next, I'm also going to be equipping some star pendants. I got these last episode with a quick trip to Ansheim to show off the fast travel, but I want to go ahead and equip them all right now, as we're going to need to be able to nullify poison here really soon. I'm also going to set all of my special move parts to fire. Ideally, I won't need this, but I am going to go ahead and set them just in case. Also, let's go ahead and check up on Narende Village. We obtained the level 10 special move parts, which are the 5-turn boosts and the BP bonus level 2. So, level 10 on a Narende Village. So what does that mean? Well, it doesn't mean that the Valley Park shop is done, as once you finish a village by getting it to level 10, there is a level 11 bonus, which will give you a piece of equipment. So, with the Valley Parts Shop, the bonus equipment available is the Donnerschlag. Hopefully I pronounced that right, but if I didn't, feel free to burn me alive in the comment section. I'm not going to be grabbing that immediately, but I did want to go ahead and point that out. No, today I think we're going to be grabbing the River Parts Shop, upgrading this to level 9, so we can get the crit rate up, and the Confuse, resistance, and curing abilities. That's all the preparing I wanted to do for right now. It's nearly the big moment, eh? That's right, adventurer. So I'm gonna go ahead and save, and I think I'm gonna head out over to this side right here. So, we were told that there are 3 paths, and as we can see, there's a few forks in the road. There is the central path, which leads to a very dangerous boss that requires a lot of effort to take down, but it is the shortest route. There's the right path, that is the longest, but there isn't anything too dangerous over here. It just takes you a long time to get to Central Command. And then there's the left path, which isn't, as short as the middle path, and it does have more dangerous mobs, but it isn't as dangerous as the middle path or as long as the right path. I am going to be tackling all 3 of these paths, and you don't have to reset a save file or anything. You can see what's on all 3 of these paths in one playthrough, which I highly recommend you do. So in this video, I'll be going ahead and tackling all 3 of them, and I'm going to go from left to right. So let's head to the left over here. Take this first path on the left, and this will lead us a little bit over here. I have also turned off enemy encounters for a quick second, as I just want to get this fight that I'm about to go into over with before I have to deal with anything else. So there's a winding path here, and there's another fork in the road. We don't want to go to the left here, as that's definitely not the way to Central Command. We want to take the right path here. And we face ourselves another dragon. But there's something unique about this buddy. He is a dragon zombie, an undead dragon. So anything that applies to undead applies here as well. Healing damages it. Fire is most likely its weakness, and you don't want to use drain attacks on this buddy because you'll damage yourself. But let's go ahead and default. We're going to be utilizing a very similar strategy to most other bosses, increasing our speed, getting our healing out, and wailing on this guy. We're gonna default here. The dragon zombie has a strong physical attack with bite, so hopefully damage this person gets rid of that. 25,000 HP. That's not a lot at all at this point in the game. I forgot to apply support ability to Idia, but that's not a big issue, honestly. We're going to be applying Fyra, as the sword magic will still apply, even though we already have the Flame Tongue equipped. And then on Yes, I'm going to apply a physical defense boost. And then Ring a Bell, we're going to go ahead and have him just automate back to Blessed Shield healing, as the Dragon Zombie does have one AoE move that I'm a little frightened about. We're going to have Tis Default. Got your back. There's the defense boost. Blessing. Okay, so we do outspeed him. There's Bite again. We're not going to worry about that. I think we'll be okay. Then we're going to boost our physical attack. Hopefully this goes out in time. 12 power, so that'll increase our attack power. There's Blessing. Come on, Dragon. Stop using Bite. Use your last thing. I just want to show it off. Let's go ahead and default one more time with Idia. We're going to boost her speed once more, and then Ring a Bell, we're going to heal up. And then Tiz, we're going to go ahead and Brave twice and lower his physical defense. Poison Breath, there it is. It is a group-wide attack that has a very high chance of giving you the poison status debuff. But if you have your Star Pendants equipped, you're immune. So the Dragon Zombie's main gimmick is completely null and void to you. And I am now in a pretty good spot to start attacking here, so that's exactly what I'm going to do. I'm going to increase my defense, though. Ring a Bell, heal yourself up before you die. And then Tiz, let's go ahead and just do some double damage. This is honestly probably take him down, maybe. Let's speed things up. Okay, decent damage. Idia, see what you can do. There's Poison Breath. Oh, it is a physical attack, so it actually does have a chance of critting. There's Multitask proccing. Almost took him down. We're just gonna lay into him again. I'm actually gonna have Anyas heal us, just in case Ring a Bell does go down. And then we'll have Ring a Bell heal as well. And I'm gonna have Tiz default. There's the Kira, so that gives us a little bit of extra wiggle room. Multitask proccing, and there he goes. But the Dragon Zombie has a special little trick up his sleeve. Rise from the Dead, which brings him back to full HP. Now, I did mention that this man is undead. There is another way of taking this guy down that I want to showcase now. If you utilize Raise, as this enemy is not really considered a true boss, you can cast Raise, and something funny will happen. You can instant kill this boss with Raise. Instant kill it. Both forms, both HP bars, you can just instant kill it immediately. It's so crazy. This boss is already not very difficult if you have the Star Pendants equipped, but you can literally down it in 2 actions if you're lucky. It's so funny. We almost got the Spell Fencer level up that I wanted, but we didn't get it quite, so I'll have to keep her on that for a little bit. But it's so funny that you can do that. Now, with the left path cleared, you can go ahead and approach the Central Command and continue the narrative. But we're not going to do that. We're going to go back to Eternia, heal up, and see what the Central Path has in store for us. So, I'll see you back there. On the way back to Eternia, we got ourselves Idia's job level, and she learned level 5 sword magic. That's exactly what I wanted. Back to Ninja with you, Idia. Back at Eternia, we've rested up and saved. We also grabbed the magic I wanted to grab last episode, I believe. Yep, there we go. I'm going to take a quick look at the inventory. I think I'm okay. I think I might buy one more Kitetsu. Maybe. Actually, I think I'm okay for right now. Though, speaking of gear, I did actually move my current Kotetsu over to Idia and gave Tiz the Raikiri, as we're going to need lightning elemented stuff now. So I'm going to be moving over my special move parts over to lightning, and hopefully I will probably need this, but who knows, maybe we won't. We're also going to add the BP bonus here, level 2 that we got, and add the 5-turn bonus as well. I think everything else looks pretty good. I think I'll actually put the physical defense up on Ring-a-Bell and Anisa's Lux for right now, just in case. Well, my preparations are set and ready to go, but I would highly adhere to the warnings the game gives you before tackling a central path, as it isn't lying whenever it says that you've got a very difficult encounter coming up ahead in this central route. But I think I'm ready to go, so let's see how we do. This boss fight is against the Guardian, a single form version of the 3 automatons we saw at Grap Keep, though as there's only one of them, they are much stronger and have a few extra tricks up their sleeve. But first and foremost, we're going to go ahead and increase our speed with Love Rush, and examine our Guardian boy, and have everyone else default. The Guardian is a very powerful physical attacker, and has the ability to increase his evasion or his attack power, making him a bit of a difficult bugger to deal with. So we're going to go ahead and default with Idia and Tiz again, and we're going to increase our physical defense. This guy has a very unique gimmick that will definitely come into play here soon, and I'm not looking forward to it, but we'll see it here fairly soon. If you have access to Dispel, similar to Kata, you can actually remove these stat boosts. So, white mages are very potent here. Obviously, I don't have access to Dispel, but if you do, there you go. Optical Camouflage, he's doing it twice in a row? What? He normally doesn't do that. I mean, he can't even increase his evasion even higher. Whatever. I mean, I'll take the extra. The Guardian also has 90,000 HP, is weak to lightning, and is inorganic. As you can see, his physical attack is really high, so we need to be very careful of that. An Utsusemi strategy, similar to the Behemoth, can work here, but I'm not going to be doing that, as I don't exactly want to do that again. That was a long burn. Hopefully you've been counting the turns, as the number of turns that have passed since the beginning of the encounter actually do matter, as we will see here very soon. Every 3 turns, the automaton will use an ability, not the automaton, the Guardian. The Guardian will use an ability called Assist Attack, which does a flat 1,500 damage to your entire party. Now, the Guardian cannot attack during that turn that is utilizing that ability, but it's still a powerful attack, and it happens every 3 turns. So, count your turns, keep it in the back of your head, and make sure that you're fully healed up before that action goes off, as it's a very fast attack, so there's a decent chance that your healer might still get outsped by it. But I'll be keeping my boy Ring-a-Bell here, constantly healing us, and hopefully we won't have too many issues. I'm a little scared of that evasion boost before I even go into the offensive, so I'm going to continue to default. There's Thundaga, got your back, fairly tanky now. There's the Blessing to heal us up. Alright, Limiter. That will increase his physical attack by a lot, but lower his physical defense. This is still a very dangerous situation to be in. Honestly, I think it'd probably be best if I continue to default with my attackers, as they do have the lowest defense of my team. So, Agnes, I'm actually going to have her default this turn as well. And we'll go ahead and see if we can do anything about that attack boost. I'm not really seeing anything, so I'm going to go ahead and keep Ring-a-Bell on healing duty and have everyone else default. I'm scared of that attack boost. Rocket Punch, that's his AoE physical attack, and as you can see, it does a crap ton of damage. So we need to be very careful about what we do. We're gonna go ahead and increase our speed again, as I feel like that's about to fall off. And then ring a bell. Let's go ahead and just have you utilize the Blood Shield again. This is our second turn since the cannons have fired. We got one more action. Oh, I know. There you go. There you go. Okay, okay. I'm back at the speed. There's assist attack. He still got the attack boost. I'm so scared to actually fight him. I'm gonna continue to default. I'm gonna be a little pansy here. Physical defense boost. I don't know if Ring a Bell's gonna get this heal off in time, but hopefully he does. All right, he did. Okay, I think we'll leave this. We'll leave this act. Oh my goodness, he does not like Ring a Bell. But his boost is down, so let's go ahead and go on the offensive. We're gonna go ahead and have Idia utilize Moon Shadow, and then attack. I want to get as much damage into him as I can. Anyes, we're going to bring Ring a Bell back up, and then we're going to have her utilize Rejuvenation. And then Tiz. Oh, do I want to do that right now? Yeah, I do. We'll have him Brave twice and utilize Shell Splits, and then let's go ahead and go back to Idia's turn real quick. I'm not going to have her utilize Moon Shadow. I'm actually going to have her just attack twice. Actually, I'll have her re-up her Sword Magic instead. And then we'll bring up Ring a Bell and Rejuvenation. And then Tiz will Brave twice, utilize Shell Split, and then his special move will utilize Moon Shadow with him. We'll get the physical defense downs before we do any special moves or extra attacks. There we go. This will do some decent damage. 5,700. Speed things up. Rejuvenation. This will heal us up to full before the Guardian does anything crazy. Give us extra BP as well. There's Limiter Recessive. We're going to go ahead and go on the full offensive with Idia. And we're going to Brave once with Anyes. We're going to increase our speed and our defense because I don't want those to lose their boost. And then we're going to have Ring a Bell just go ahead and heal. And then Tiz, we're going to have him just throw a crap ton of double damages at him. Because he's physically weak, I think this is best. And I'm also going to have him provoke. So if there is a single target attack, it'll go to Tiz. We get to watch his HP get melted. Hopefully we get some multitasks in there. There we go. Oh, that's looking good. Multitask. Oh my goodness, that's half his HP bar gone. There's assist attack. We're going to heal up. The healing bonus is there. And we're going to go ahead and just lay into him again. And we're going to go ahead and default with everyone so we can get to Idia's turn as soon as possible. Moon Shadow. Let's finish him off. Getting started in this encounter is super difficult and very scary. But as soon as you get any amount of momentum, it just kind of falls right into your hands. It's a pretty interesting encounter, and with the assist attack gimmick, you're always being pelted with damage, so you gotta play careful. But we didn't have too many issues there. Everyone gained another level, and more job points. Idia gained a job level and learned Shunshin, and that's it. And we got an X potion for our troubles as well. And of course, the way to Central Command has been opened through the Central Path, but we still have one more path to look at. So, I'm going to head back to Eternia and heal up and then head towards the right path. With only one more path left open, being the right one, let's go ahead and head down it. I do want to go ahead and talk a little bit about the Guardian fight, as it's super cool in my head. Like, Anyes' crew is walking straight into the front door of enemy base, and there's all of these artillery cannons firing upon them, and all this craziness is going around them, and fight this huge mech. It's a really cool little thing. But the right path here doesn't have a boss. In fact, it has an entirely new town for us to explore. This looks so different from everything else. So, let's head inside.
What is this place, Idia?
A very good question. I never knew there was such a village on the Eastern Passage's byway.
Mazer, is that you?
Huh?
I am mistaken. You are much too young, though there is a resemblance. Might I have your name, young one?
Edea.
Of course. That explains the resemblance. This is the birthplace of the Lord Marshal and his wife, the Lady Mazer.
What's this? I'd never heard of such a place before.
Why are there so many graves?
So you know naught of the Great Plague? Well, perhaps it is best that way.
We get an entirely new village, Gravemark Village. This is it's a beautiful but haunting sight. I'm impressed you made it all the way out here. It's quite the view, isn't it, adventurer? If we let the camera zoom out here, there are so many graves, and we can see a building to the far edge of the horizon there. There's only one man here, too. So, let's go ahead and see what he has to say.
Yes, perhaps. What is it?
So, instead of a boss fight, we get a town and the opportunity to learn more about Idia, her parents, and their origins. So, let's start by asking about Idia's parents.
Edea, your mother and father were born right here in this village. Though they were 5 years apart, they were quite close, you know. They lived near each other, and their families got along quite well. It was as if they were brother and sister. At age 18, your father left to enter an elite school in the city of Eternia. He was the great hope of the village, you know, and he did all in his power not to disappoint. He eventually graduated at the head of his class and made a name for himself in the city. The pride and joy of our village he was. It was 21 years ago when your father asked for your mother's hand in marriage. She just 19, and he but 24. So it was they began a new life together in this city of Eternia. It was the following year that the Great Plague struck our village, wiping out most of the residents. Yes, perhaps. Yes, the Great Plague. 20 years have passed since it first struck. A sickness that began in eastern lands soon spread, wreaking havoc across the world ere it reached our land. It struck the year after your parents were wed and moved to the city, you know. Once the plague took root in Gravemark Village, all roads out of the village were closed. It was on orders from the head temple of the Crystal Orthodoxy, ruler of this land at the time. But I still believe they made the right choice. After all, the city of Eternia was spared the Great Plague's devastation. Millions upon millions across the world lost their lives in a matter of months ere the plague subsided. And I have been tending the graves ever since. Your parents paid us a visit upon the road's reopening, you know. They seemed truly sorry that their hometown had to be forsaken for the good of the city. Yes. You may stay the night if you so wish.
I think Gravemark Village not only gives a little bit of backstory to Idia's and her parents' origins, but it also potentially explains a little bit of why Idia's father is doing what he's doing. As there was a great plague that swept across his village, killing... I can't even count how many gravestones there are. And the Crystal Orthodoxy, the head of Eternia at the time, locked them away, let them die. Even if it was for the good of the nation, it still hurts. Knowing that the people you grew up with, the people you loved, the people that you want to see safe are struggling and dying in this horrible pain and plague. It seems like this might be a personal hatred towards the Orthodoxy, but maybe it's just one small part. What have you got to say, mister? The plague was horrible, ravenous. We are the only ones who it left alive. 3 old men and a goat, looks like. No clue what's befallen the world outside. These old eaters hear nothing. It's such a strange thing, but I think this is a good spot to end our episode. Next time on Bravely Default, we're going to be continuing our way through the right path and making our way towards Central Command. So, with that said, I'll see you soon.